I don't even know where this video is gonna go, but we're gonna talk about it. It's a very touchy subject. I am gonna start crying. We're not gonna cry. Don't cry. Okay. So, yeah, we're crying. Because somehow, as a woman, this is gonna help dry your tears, right? Okay, so anxiety. Let's just talk about it. Personally, for me, I've had a generalized anxiety disorder for 3 or 4 years now. It also kind of ties in with the depression that I have, which is very, it's hard. It's hard to deal with, and you know what? I am so constantly focused on being strong and keeping up this image that, like, everything is great, and, you know, I only want to push out positive energy and content, and I don't want to sit here and be a sad Sally about anything. But you know what? People are real, and real people have issues and problems that they don't talk about. Because, I mean, like, for me, why would I want to put something out on Instagram or YouTube where I'm like, oh, my day was horrible, it was just absolutely crap, everything went wrong, I didn't feel like getting out of bed? Like, that just sounds awful. But I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I can be open and honest about a lot of things, especially with my YouTube channel. I mean, it's the internet. Anything you put out on the internet is for everybody to see. So, you know, I think this will be a good thing. Again, I'm just rambling. I don't even know where this is going to go, but I just want to talk about it. So for example, yesterday was a really bad day for me. I woke up, I didn't want to get out of bed. I just had this like constant just feeling of dread that like something was going to go wrong, and like it was just going to be a bad day and things weren't going to go good. And I was just like, I personally have anxiety if I go into a store and I'm not with somebody. I have to have like a sweatshirt on or something so that I can feel like comforted almost. And if somebody like leaves me in a store, like say I'm at like Meijer or something and we're grocery shopping and they leave me and I don't see them leave or I don't see where they go, like I will not know how to, like I don't know, it's very hard for me. Like I usually don't have a crossbody purse and I will like clutch that, and it's just one of those things. If you have anxiety, I'm sure you have a bunch of little things just like this, and it's Anyways, so yesterday was just a bad day, and I finally got up out of bed. I went and did a bunch of stuff, and I was right with thinking that it was going to be a horrible day because everything that could go wrong did. This is not me complaining, this is just me, like, being honest with you guys. It was a really bad day. Like, I cried probably 4 times, and it just was not fun. So one of the things that went wrong, I kind of just want to have a little rant for a second, was I went into a beauty store. I will not name it because I don't want to put any drama towards it, but it is a store that I go to a lot and spend a lot of money at. So I had ordered some makeup and I needed to return it because it was the wrong color. It was too dark for me because obviously I'm as pale as a ghost. So I get there and I show her my receipt and everything, and she's like, oh, okay, well, how much did you pay for this? I told her how much I paid, and she goes, okay, well, this receipt says you paid this and you said you paid this. And I was like, okay, well, I paid this, which is what the receipt says. So I don't know if you're looking, because it was like a list of like 30 products I had ordered, and they were just, she was like, oh, it must have been the wrong one. She goes, okay, well, can I see your email receipt? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I pulled up, and I have like 8 orders from this place in the last month, okay, just remind you. So I'm sitting here like trying to quick scroll through my email, and she like goes, excuse me? Am I taking too much of your time away from walking around doing nothing? I'm sorry. God forbid you give me some customer service. So I finally show her the email. I'm like, yes, okay, this is what I paid. It's right here on the receipt. And she goes, oh, I see you got a lot of clearance stuff. Yes, I'm very thrifty. The cheaper the better for me with a lot of things. I mean, yeah. She has the nerve to go, I just find it a little odd that you ordered a bunch of clearance stuff, but then you spent X amount of dollars on this beauty product. I about lost it on this lady. If she wasn't the age of my mother, I probably wouldn't went off on her. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. How dare you be so disrespectful to a customer? Like, so you're calling me cheap? Like, what are you gonna get out of this? Like, I came into the store to exchange a product, and I actually wanted to spend some more money there, and you completely turned me away and just turned me off of that store. Like, who says that? Who does that? So anyway, after all of that, I got my product that she switched out for me, and then I just left, and I was so, like, livid. Like, I had never been so, like, disrespected. Like, just, I literally just, maybe a minute of scrolling I had to do because I clicked on one order, and I was like, oh, wrong order. Sorry, I have to keep scrolling. And she was, And like this was the face that she made when I looked up. No. So anyway, like that was just one of the 8 things that happened yesterday that I was just like, oh, really? Like, stay positive, Simerson, you got this. But like that day was beating me down. And you know, I'm a firm believer in that God will only give me as much as I can handle. And you know, he was testing me yesterday. He must have just been like, well, we got a big life event coming up for you. So to prepare for that, we're just gonna hit you with a big storm of crap. So enjoy. Thanks, JC. Like honestly, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, like, yes, it was an absolutely awful day, but there was like one good positive thing that came out of it, and like that's what I want you guys to remember. Like, you might have the crappiest, just awful day, everything goes wrong, but if you can sit there and find one positive out of the day, then, you know, you're doing it right. So touching back on the whole anxiety thing, I mean, I've dealt with it for a long time now, and it was really bad at one point in my life where I also had some very difficult issues with food, which I'm sure a lot of people have, especially females. But it started and it just kind of snowballed into something more, and then I started to get very depressed. And I don't say that lightly, like, oh, you're so depressed, like you're sad. Like, no, it was bad. Like, I would sit in my tub for an hour and a half and just cry and like think like, why am I here? Like, this is awful. You know, like, there has been some very low points in my life, but does anybody know about them? No, because I don't know, I don't like to put my problems on other people. That's just not what I like to do, because the way I think about it is, you have your own problems. You don't need me to put mine on your back. You're supposed to have friends and family and support for like times like that, but I'm just one of those people who it's like, I know you have a lot going on and I don't want to put more on you. Like, I'll just keep it to myself and deal with it personally. Don't think that my life is perfect, because it's not. Like, I'm sure Instagram and on YouTube, I am happy and bubbly and just like, hello, beautiful people, you know, and that is me most of the time. But, you know, when I turn the camera off, sometimes I'm having the crappiest day, and, you know, sometimes I don't want to get out of bed, and it's, you know, life's not real. You can't just... What you guys see is a video every couple of days, or, you know, a beautiful curated square on Instagram, which is, you know, 1 hour or one moment of my day. That's not my whole day, and I just don't want anybody to think that anybody's life is perfect on Instagram, because it's not. You know, it's not on YouTube, it's not on Instagram. Nobody's life is perfect, and everybody struggles with something. Oh, okay, alright. So yeah, I have anxiety, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Some days it tears me apart, other days I'm completely fine, and you know, I just want this to be a channel where I'm completely open and honest with you guys. You know, I want to vlog more, I want to be day-to-day real with you guys, and I don't want to sit here and let anybody think that it's not okay to have anxiety or depression and not feel like you can voice that, because you can, and I'm here for you. I want people to understand that it's okay to not have a perfect life, and nobody has a perfect life, and having anxiety, it does not define you. You know, it's a part of you and you have to live with it, but it does not define you. And I just want you guys to stay positive no matter what. If something bad happens, I mean, email me, I mean, Instagram, like DM me, do something, let's talk. Like, I'll be there for you and you can be there for me. And you know what, I appreciate absolutely so much. I appreciate all the support that I've got on my Instagram over the last couple days, and in my DMs and in my comments. Like, you guys are honestly like the best subscribers I could ever ask for. It's just like, it's crazy that, you know, you guys care, and I can see that you guys care, and I care about you too, which is why I reply to all of you, because why wouldn't I, first off, but also like, I mean, I love you guys, and it's awesome that we can be so supportive. So yeah, I have anxiety, and yesterday was a bad day, but you know what, today is a good day. And if something goes wrong, that's okay. It probably will, no matter what. But you know, you can't let it ruin your whole day. You can't pull a Britt and just sit there in your sad burrito and just wrap yourself up in negative thoughts, because that's not going to do good for anybody. And you know, life is just way too short. It's just way too freaking short, and you guys need to just embrace it. And yeah, I'm rambling now. So the eyes are dried a little bit, so I'm gonna get off now before I start crying again. Thank you, beautiful people, so much for watching this video. I appreciate and love every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will probably be a lot happier and there will be no tears, but no promises. So, bye guys.